to grow into my faith and how to properly engage in the conversation.
Let's see if we can take a phone call. We'll go to Jim, listening on the internet, first-time listener, and I guess you've been to one of the book clubs. Tell us more.
Hi, my name is Jim. I'm from Midlothian. I'd just like to say, I've been going to in person for the last, 3 years or so now, and I would just like to share just how wonderful groups like this are, and I'd like to see them pop up, other places. There's ways to get involved online as well. The Friends of the Atheist and Christian Book Club on Facebook as well. There's lively discussions, and what makes this, I believe, different than pretty much any other group out there. It's just amicable, it's non-confrontational, and I think in this divided culture that we're experiencing now, politically, socially, along religious lines, it's groups like this that can help bridge that gap and counteract that.
Well, that sounds good to me. Any other things that you learned from the club just before I let you go?
Well, I did not come there to change minds. I came to seek truths, and although I'm an atheist, and really no one really changes their minds, but I have changed my mind on lesser issues 4 times in the last 3 years. So if you come with an open mind, it's a really great thing, and not dogmatic, and don't be set in your ways. Be willing to learn.
Very good. Bill, one of the things I have is a link to the Atheist Christian Book Club on your picture there as well. But talk about that, because is it a situation and is it a setting which atheists feel comfortable in? Talk about
absolutely.
that.
I think both Christians and atheists feel comfortable. And I want to mention about Jim, who has a podcast, The Atheist Edge. When we met him 3 years ago, Jim was more of an aggressive, confrontational atheist, and he has softened up immensely. Me and James comment about it, how nicer he is, how thoughtful he is now. I mean, you might have something to say, James.
Yeah, he's more knowledgeable. I mean, it's like he really has studied the issues. He reads the books. I mean, he's you can tell he interacts with the information. And so when Jim says something, I know he's atheist, but when Jim says something at the club, I know he's got a lot of thought into it. He's going to raise a good point. He's going to maybe challenge me, and I enjoy being challenged. And I think I've maybe raised my own good points.
And oddly enough, Jim we had Frank Turk, who wrote, I Don't Have Enough Faith to Be an Atheist. And he was very impressed with the fine-tuning argument, which he said had very compelling evidence and hadn't lost his faith. But, he was honest and open enough to look at the evidence and to agree that there is good evidence. And with Brady, one of the persons on staff, they had a nice debate on the problem in Luke where you have the census and you have the 2 things with Quirinius, the 2 dates. And they had a nice back and forth. And apparently Brady found a inscription with Quirinius as a military governor at one time. And Jim said, hey, it looks like good evidence. I'm open to it, which was very commendable, don't you think?
Well, appreciate Jim calling. And if you'd like to join the conversation, 1-800-351-1212.